Hey, welcome back to At Home Songwriting. I'm Chad Shank hanging out with you again, and I want to help you find your songwriting creativity and, most importantly, your authenticity. Today, we're going to be diving into a groovy topic, and that's how to use the magic of 1970s songwriting to reignite your own creative spark and build a songwriting style that's 100% yours, it's authentic, and it's what you want to say and how you want to be in your writing. Now, the 70s, they were a special time for music. And it's not because I was born in the 70s, and that music does take me back to my childhood, but this was an era where the singer-songwriter really came into its own. Artists weren't just writing and singing their songs, they were living them. The lyrics felt personal, they felt real, they felt human in a way that cut through all of the noise. And the best part about this is these songs still resonate today. So that means there's something in them that you should think about borrowing, adapting, and making your own. So let's talk about what you can learn from Carole King, Fleetwood Mac, Marvin Gaye, some of the Beatles 70s stuff, and all of their approaches and how it can light up your own songwriting. First, authenticity. Carole King's Tapestry is a masterclass in writing as yourself. After years of penning hits for other artists, she leaned inward and started writing from her own life. And those plain-spoken, heartfelt songs, well, they made people feel like they'd found a new friend. And that's the power of pure honesty. It doesn't just tell a story, it builds a relationship with the listener. So here's your first challenge. Write something today that feels a little scary because it's real. Drop the armor, forget what's radio friendly or what's going to get plays, and write what you need to say. Second is universal themes. The Beatles' Let It Be, Fleetwood Mac's Dreams, Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, all of them come from different corners of music, yet they all tap into feelings that we all understand. They come from hope, heartbreak, resilience, and compassion. If you want your songs to last, aim for emotions that people will still feel in 50 years. Maybe that's falling in love, maybe that's losing someone, really standing up for what matters. Those aren't trends, those are human constants. So make notes of things that you experience in your life, things that bring you different emotions, that could be positive or negative emotions. This is where lots of ideas can be found. So if you feel it, someone else can feel it too. And if it's an honest emotion, this could last years and years. Third, storytelling and imagery. The 1970s gave us some of the most vivid cinematic songs ever written. Fleetwood Mac's Landslide turned the fear of change into a mountain and a landslide. Harry Chapin's Cats in the Cradle, that walked you through an entire father-son relationship in just a few minutes. So as you're writing, instead of just saying, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm lonely, try painting the scene. Give your listener something they can see, because when they can picture it, they can feel it. Tap into this by using your senses to really describe the scenes from the sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, movement. Through sense-based memories is how you hit people in the heart. Fourth, social and emotional truth. Marvin Gaye didn't just write a catchy tune. What's Going On was a plea for compassion wrapped in melody. And John Lennon's Imagine was a vision for a better world in simple language. They didn't hide behind clever rhymes. They said something that mattered. So your assignment is to ask yourself, what's the truth you wish the world understood? Can you put it in a way that a stranger would sing along to it without even realizing they're singing your message? That's key. Fifth is hooks and structure. Lyrics are the heart, but the structure is the skeleton and the framework that lets them stand tall. So the 1970s understood the value of a memorable chorus. Carole King's You've Got a Friend or Bill Withers' Lean on Me, those songs stuck because they were simple, powerful, and they repeated enough to where it started to feel like a mantra. If you've got a great line, don't be afraid to repeat it. And think about contrast. Your verses draw you in, and the choruses lift you up. And then maybe there's a bridge that flips the perspective, and it helps to draw us into that last chorus, and it helps it hit even harder. So take us on a journey through your topic, and use structure, use contrast, repetition, and prosody to make that happen. Sixth, turn your life into your art. Fleetwood Mac were living soap operas in real life, and yet they transformed all of that chaos into songs that the whole world could relate to. And that's the secret. Your personal truth framed so others can see themselves in it. That's where the magic lives. And you don't have to spill every detail. Sometimes one well-chosen image or a single metaphor carries more weight than a full play-by-play. And remember, it doesn't have to be 100% factual to be 100% true. Seventh point here, keep it simple, but make it matter. Bill Withers could take one line, like "Ain't no sunshine when she's gone," and make it feel like the whole world stopped. Not because it was clever, but because it was true. So if you ever feel stuck, strip your idea down to one sentence, and then write from there. Don't overcomplicate it. So after these 7 thoughts, here's the takeaway. You don't need to sound like the 70s, you need to think like the 70s. So write with honesty and aim for those universal emotions. Paint with vivid pictures and say something that matters. Give people a hook to hold on to and put enough of yourself in the song that even if it never charts, it still feels like it had to be written. The 1970s proved something that we still need to hear today. That songs with heart, craft, and truth will outlast the trends, the production styles, and the marketing gimmicks. That's the kind of song I know you can write. So here's the challenge that I'm giving to you today. When this video ends, pick one of these ideas. Maybe it's writing a brutally honest verse or finding a metaphor for what you're feeling right now, and go start your song. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't overthink it. Write something real and raw. Because somewhere out there, decades from now maybe, someone might need this exact song that you're about to write. So I appreciate you hanging out with me today. If you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell so you'll get notified when I post more videos. And I'd love for you to join my free online community at athomesongwritingcourses.com. My goal is to help you find that creative spark and write those songs that are aching to get out of you. And I hope these tips, looking back on the 1970s, gives you something to focus on. And I hope you know that you have the power to write something special that lasts for decades. So thanks for hanging out. We'll see you in the next video.